Man, this is really not how I wanted to make a video about Juji and Tom. I started writing this version of the video after I finished Juji's statement video a while back, like after it was posted. I'm going to stay away from the information surrounding their separation. Realistically, what I want to talk about in this video is how, for a good amount of time, Juji and Tom were creating engaging fitness content and how just great that fitness content was, and just how sad it is to see it end in such a way. For those who don't know, Juji, aka Jujimufu, aka John Call, is a bodybuilder with nearly 2 million followers on Instagram and 1 million subscribers on YouTube. Juji found most of his success initially on Instagram, and his YouTube only hit 1 million subscribers in September of 2019. This was well within the era I would simply call the Juji and Tom era. Let's go back to the beginning, which is April 30th, 2017. This is the very first video where Tom is doing the editing. Jump to the next video, we have Tom's first comment, talking about them working together and collaborating and all this stuff. Tom brought better camera work and editing skills along with meshing well with Juji when Tom was on camera. The first video I saw from Juji and Tom was one of their collab videos with Magnus Midbow, a veteran rock climber, where they do a calisthenics workout.
You're wearing a weight vest. What the hell are you doing?
I'm the next!
I remember not liking this video at first because I was mostly looking for like informative content at the time about fitness, because I was early into my fitness journey, just trying to figure things out more than anything. But I remember coming back to them once I had a better understanding of fitness as a whole, and fitness was sort of more of a part of just who I am in a sense. So I was looking for content in that vein. And when I found their videos again, I was hooked. I really feel like I found them at like this perfect time in their content creation sphere. Because in 2019, Juji and Tom collaborated with 17 different creators, fitness influencers, and more. They made multiple videos with all of these creators, and while some had some basic structure, like they might be doing a specific workout or doing a Ninja Warrior course, they were recorded and edited as what felt like a behind-the-scenes video would be.
Yeah. Juji's failing the vegan thing still. He's basically suckling dead bees down his throat. Current is G Fuel vegan?
I believe so, yeah. All pre-workouts are vegan.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
So beta-alanine doesn't come from moose?
Does it?
They gave their audience a look at all these different types of people in fitness, and it felt like you got more personality out of them. With some of these people, they might only make 1 or 2 videos, but they had a few regulars on the channel, and they would invite them to Juji's home and basically hang out with them for a few weeks and record just a ton of content. I think when it comes to the most video collaborations, it is likely a close race between Magnus Midbow and Clarence Kennedy. They would learn from the people they collaborate with, since many of them were specialists or even top competitors in their realm of fitness, from weightlifting to gymnastics to strongman. But they would also put their guests through challenges to take them out of their comfort zone.
Wait, I think he's gonna be a sumoer.
That's what I'm thinking too, man.
Are we gonna teach Magnus sumo deadlift?
Sumo deadlift?
That was he naturally went and sumoed it, dude.
Spread your legs.
This is similar in a sense to the videos you'll see from someone like Matt Does Fitness, where they will attempt something like the Army Fitness Test without practice. But if you watch one of those videos and then a Juji and Tom video, you'll notice a stark difference just right away. Now, this comparison might be a little bit of a stretch, but this sort of thing reminds me of Hot Ones almost. They're having people who excel in a certain type of fitness try something foreign to them, and they see them struggle. It's making them uncomfortable. It's making them confused in some sense. They're learning new things. And all throughout it, Juji and Tom are asking them questions, they're having a conversation, and more. Like, it's a very personal feeling video. And by this point in 2019, Juji and Tom, I would almost say, seemed like a very charismatic duo. And they mesh well with just about anyone. And like, that just gives you some really engaging original content. This can be seen best in their series where they teach fitness influencers how to do a backflip.
We've taught a powerlifter, we've taught a strongman to backflip. Now we need to teach an Olympic weightlifter.
Juji and Tom are both trickers, aka they're experienced in doing things like backflips and other tricks. What I find insane is that they usually succeed with getting whoever they are working with to complete at least one standing backflip before the video ends, so within a day. I think this can be partially attributed to the fact that a lot of the people they are working with are top level athletes already, but I want to give Juji and Tom the credit that they deserve and they are just good teachers when it comes to the aspects of a backflip. Juji has a whole book in like training plan he wrote specifically about learning to backflip. They are very dedicated to their craft of tricking. They can both look at someone's form, how they move and everything when it comes to tricking, and break it down, articulate, what they need to change and adapt to see success very well, so that even someone who's not a tricker can understand and apply that and get better. I'm going to move the focus a little bit to Tom here for a second. I don't want to discredit Juji in any way. Juji has an insane physique, a charismatic entertainer, and grew an insane following for himself. He's seems like just such a genuinely good person from the content I see from him and how he just acts in all the videos. I can't see a bad bone in his body, really. But Tom's skill set contributed greatly to their success when it came to the YouTube platform. Tom did most of the recording and all the editing for the channel, which improved the quality of the videos immediately and significantly. He planned out a lot of the videos and worked on getting things scheduled and everything. And he did this all on top of himself also training and being a main part of a lot of these videos. This is part of the reason why the channel went from being jujimufu to Juji and Tom at some point, because Tom was becoming just as much of a reason for viewers to come and watch as Juji was. Along with everything I just mentioned, Tom also played a weird role as almost a self-insert for the viewer in a sense. At least in my case, I feel like that. I felt like I had a lot in common with Tom in some ways. Self-insert almost does not work in this sense because it normally means the character is bland but relatable, so the viewer can then project themselves onto the person. Tom is in no way bland. He bounces off Juji and contributes well in all the videos he's in. What I mean by the self-insert comment is that the viewer can relate to Tom more than they can relate to Juji. Juji is at a point physically and strength-wise that the majority of viewers cannot realistically think they will ever reach those same peaks. Juji has been training since he was in his early teen years and has amazing genetics, and there's other things at play. With that and his qualities of just being almost unattainable, it's just something common that you see with fitness personalities nowadays. They're advanced and you will likely never be able to do what they do. Tom was different. Tom was your everyday guy, and that's kind of downplaying his abilities in a sense. He was able to do tricking, which is a pretty extreme fitness capability, but he's nowhere near Juji's physique or strength levels, even when he was at his peaks in powerlifting and bodybuilding. We saw the start of Tom's training with Juji in 2017, and he definitely became stronger and leaner than what most people will achieve in their lives. But he is still well within the realm of realistic to people. He is not that pedestal that you cannot attain like Juji is realistically. Tom's aesthetic, his strength, everything, that is something with hard work and dedication you can realistically achieve. And Tom even had health issues that were counterproductive to his progress, and he was still able to attain them. Wrapping this all up, Juji being an extremely strong bodybuilder who can do flips, splits, and crazy lifts. Tom, someone who's experienced with a camera and experienced with editing, that the audience can relate to and progress alongside. And then you have their long list of illustrious guests on the channel. And you have probably one of the most unique fitness channels on YouTube. And that's what makes this end of that so shitty. When I was first trying to write a video about Juji and Tom, in my notepad on my phone where I usually write down my ideas for videos, my last edit on the video script, what was supposed to be this video but way more positive, was either a day or like within a few days of their last upload before their great drought, and then the Juji announcement that Tom was no longer working with him. I've tried to get back into watching Juji. His wife's behind the camera. She's very funny. She's very charismatic and just sounds very nice. And she's always sounded nice in their videos. And Juji's gotten some new editors and everything, and the editing seems good. I just haven't been able to get back into his content, though. It just feels like something is missing. I don't know if we're going to see Tom make more content, but we'll just have to see. I just know I want the best for both Juji and Tom, like working in their both respective content creation paths. And I just am still so sad to see that they had to split up in the first place. Well, that's the end of this video. I feel sad now. But, if you like the video, make sure to like the video. If you, enjoy my content, I have more of it. Hit subscribe. You'll know when I have more coming. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, all those social media platforms and everything. I'll bloop up some more videos after this, so you can click on those if you're interested in watching. Thanks. Goodbye.